Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of F1 Talk. We are happy to be here. Thank you for being here. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and don't forget to join into the conversation below. We definitely would love to hear your opinions on this particular topic today. And for today's topic, man, we are hearing messages and rumblings and words, that Mercedes is, making some big changes. This week in particular, George Russell's coming out and saying that big changes are coming. Nothing that you're going to see immediately, in the weekend, but, oh man, we've developed more in the last few weeks than we have over the entire winter, off season in development and testing. And you know what I have to say to all of that? I'm so fed up with this. I'm really, genuinely so fed up and tired. I don't know about you guys, the public out there, but this is getting exhausting. Every single week, the only news out of the Mercedes camp seems to be promises of improvements. And while they didn't do so bad in the last race, they're not where they should be. They rolled out the black car at the beginning of the season, and the performance has been So as much as I love, the Mercedes team, as much as I appreciate Hamilton and Toto Wolff, bro, I am tired of the lip service. What about you, Joe?
One thing I can only say is just show us the result instead of, instead of telling us, oh, we're going to have big upgrade. There's going to be a big performance coming up, but we haven't seen the result. I mean, of course, exactly. I know it's only 3 races in, but it's already almost a 2 month of 3 within 3 races. So it's always, I don't know, for some reason. I know for a reason why they are so optimistic. It's because they want to hype themselves up, and then they want to hype the audience up because so it's getting really old, and I just want to see a result. I just want to see how. Of course, you say you're gonna bring they get a lot of performance upgrade, advantages on their performance side, on wind tunnels and the design stuff, the design of the aero packages and stuff. But we haven't seen the actual thing on track, the actual performance.
Exactly.
And a lot of the win is because red flag, or is it safety car
rather than performance?
Yeah, rather than pure performance.
Exactly.
So, exactly. I mean, I appreciate that they are bringing new updates and they wanted to fix the car. But again, stop talking, just do it. Just do it. Stop talking. Right. If they actually say that they're gonna bring big result, big performance, they should,
they better deliver.
They better deliver it. And then if it's not, then we're gonna have another down season again. That's my take.
No, man, here's the thing, right? My mom used to always tell me when I was a kid, right? Lip service means nothing. The proof is in the pudding, right? The proof is in the doing, okay? So all of this, I get it. They don't want to lose investors. They don't want to lose sponsors. They don't want to lose the faith of the fans, right? But you know how you gain the faith of all of those people? By actually performing on the track.
To show the performance and show the audience that you will be fighting at the top, at the front row.
Thank you. And dude, the Red Bull is still consistently at minimum 10 seconds ahead of P2.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so crazy.
I don't care what performance you claim you have gained over the last few weeks, unless we're talking about catching up with the Red Bull. I don't care. Like, I genuinely don't, right? Because at the end of the day, fine, you're going to be battling for what, P2? Congrats, right? With the black car. With all of the promise that you guys and all of the bluster you started your car debut with, right? You have yet to deliver on the promise of what you stated, right? And I'm sorry, like, your first mistake was ignoring Lewis Hamilton in the development of the platform.
Yeah.
It is, and yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He stuck by you guys, even though he knew what you were doing was a mistake.
Yeah.
You cost him a championship.
Yep. When he say the car doesn't feel right, it doesn't feel right. I mean, he has more experience than everybody on the grid. You know, on the grid as a driver. I have to say it, but he has more experience on the grid as a driver, actually winning championship. So
exactly,
you have to listen to your drivers. Like we have been saying this from time to time, from over and over again.
Yep.
Lewis Hamilton, everybody probably see, oh, he has a good car, but he can perform. He knows what fast car feels like. He knows what good car, a championship winning car feels like. And right now, this is not a championship winning car, man. I hate to say it. This is not even P2 winning car. Like, dude, they are very close to losing P2.
yeah. And that's what I was saying, right? Like, to me, it's all lip service. Because here's the thing, right? Like, okay, Mercedes, you're working your butt off to develop the car, blah, 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 blah. All the rest of the teams are doing the same. You know? You don't think Ferrari is sitting here and saying, holy crap, the gap between us and Red Bull is massive. We need to work our butts off to close that gap? Of course they are. You don't think Aston Martin is doing the same thing? Of course they are, right? Like, all of these words coming out of the Mercedes camp are worthless and pointless as far as I'm concerned. And I'm tired of hearing it.
They just have to keep their head down and just develop in the car throughout the season. Don't let us know, because you're gonna hype us. We don't want the hype. We just want to see the result. And you better, if you don't deliver it without telling us, then let's just stay that way.
Yeah. No, honestly, like it's so funny, right? Because if you think about like the 2021 and the 2022 season, right? What were my biggest like personal bitches? Oh, it's always that Christian Horner was in the news spouting his mouth off about every little thing. Dude, it's become Mercedes. Mercedes is now doing what he did, just not with negativity, with positivity, where it's like too much. It's like, bro, like if you're this good, you know, you don't have to talk. You just do.
Just show us. And like what Hamilton is doing actually throughout his career, even now, he doesn't say that much. He doesn't say much. He doesn't talk that much. And he just keep his head down and he just keep on working, keep on pushing forward. And that's what Mercedes needs to do as a team.
Dude, it's so funny, right? Because I could have sworn that George Russell was hired by the PR team for Mercedes, because he's talking so much in the news about how like they're improving things. And it's like, George, you couldn't even keep Hamilton at bay, you know, in the last race, right? Like, you had to complain over the radio that, like, you know, oh, should I save the tires or should I, like, you know, guard against my teammate? You know, when, you know, like, bro, I'm sorry, like, enough talk.
Just show us, man.
Just do it.
Just show us. I mean, you got like three weeks, we better see a different performance on the track for that black car. You better deliver, otherwise you're gonna let us down again.
No, honestly, like, okay, like, we can kind of, like, finish this off with, like, our predictions. Do you really think that they're gonna be... Okay, yeah, see, I didn't even need to finish what I was saying, right?
No, but at least we can see the improvement. Like, I just want to see the improvement of catching up on the front grid. And dude, the reason why is because they were on top for almost 9 years straight.
Yeah.
Of their car and their performance of the package in the turbo hybrid era. And it's a shame to see them dropping off from the top.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Midfield.
And yeah, literally.
I mean,
just midfield.
I mean, it's not like Toto was saying, it's not holy cow, but again, I know, of course, we know, like, there's a new rules, there's a new ground effect stuff, yada yada yada, but you need to perform, you need to deliver because you haven't delivered any good result last season, and it's basically the same car. I hate to say it's basically the same car.
Yeah.
So I want to see improvements. We want to see actual improvement, not just a mouth improvement.
And to me, it's so, like, frustrating, right? Because the reality is, if they had delivered, if they had, like, listened to Hamilton would have had his 8th championship by now. Yeah. And, you know, we would have been, you know, celebrating that. Or at the very least, last season, we would have had a very exciting season of head-to-head racing. But no. All last season, Red Bull ran away with it, right? This season, it's looking like more of the same, you know? And, like, props to Red Bull. Props to Adrian Newey. He figured out the formula to really get, like, great success, you know? And, you know, I really wonder... in a parallel universe, had Mercedes listened to Hamilton, where we would be right now, honestly.
I can't say at least we'll be at the top fighting for championship. I won't say it's gonna be 10 seconds ahead, but at least we're gonna see a lot of head-to-head battle between Max and Hamilton.
That's all I want. I don't even care at this point about dominance. I just care about somebody closing the gap of 10 seconds. Really,
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
No, even let's even say 10 seconds, dude. Let's even say, like, the max that Red Bull can extend it is 10, because 15 is even crazier, right? But, like, you understand, in, like, a high-speed environment like Formula One, how big of a physical gap 10 seconds is? Really, like, 10 seconds. You're like, okay, he passes, you know, the start-finish line, and it's literally like 2 or 3 corners before the P2 comes around the start-finish line.
Yeah.
So you know?
Ripple, they are on another planet. We are talking about Earth. We're talking about Earth. They are on Mars.
Yes, exactly. No, it's ludicrous, and this is what I'm talking about. Like, until you can tell me that you have bridged that gap in performance, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
What you're saying is irrelevant because, okay, fine, you're not shooting for P3, P4. Maybe you're shooting for P2, P3. You're still nowhere near the leader. Really.
Yeah, I have nothing to say, but just show us, just deliver, just show us what the black car is meant to be. You know.
Exactly.
And that's all. I don't even want to hear. Oh, we have unpacked another few seconds performance from wind tunnel. No. Just show us on track.
Exactly. No, Joe hit it on the head, you guys.
Yeah, and George Russell just.
Yes. Settle down.
Yeah. And by that, we have 3 weeks to Azerbaijan, Baku.
Yeah.
So it's a high-speed track. There's no prediction, man. Red Bull's gonna win.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Red Bull is gonna run away with 10-second gap. Again, there's no prediction.
At least.
Let's just not predict. That's the answer. Red Bull is gonna run away with the pace of the car.
Yeah.
Unless some miracle happen.
Yeah. No,
unless Red Bull crash himself again in Baku.
Yeah. They either have to crash or they have to have some sort of mechanical failure.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And I hate to say it, this is not a true race for us. It's basically cruise and,
Right.
And in order to win, other team has to crash or they have issues. This is not real racing. And hate to say it, Mercedes, you are relying on them to win races right now.
Yeah.
Even though Hamilton is performing very well on that shitty car.
Yeah.
Again, it's not acceptable. It's unacceptable.
No.
You have that black car, you better just put the silver on. That's it. Just put it back. Just put the silver back.
Or just color it like that Petronas Aquamarine. Something really far away from black.
Yeah. Don't put the black car. Don't put black color on if you can deliver the black livery.
Yeah. And this just entered my mind, right? They had the data of how Red Bull was performing last season, right? How come they couldn't tell the car wasn't at the same level after the winter off season?
Because they don't have Adrian Newey.
I mean, I don't think Adrian is that much of a wizard. I just think that
they can hire them fellow. They will close the gap.
Man, I don't know, dude. I think Allison's head has gotta.
But I think
fall for this one.
James Allison.
Yeah,
he came back this season. He wasn't here last season. Last season was Mike Elliott. Last season was Michael Elliott was the technical director for the brand new car. So,
dude, both of them need to be fired. Both of them need to be fired. That's all I'm gonna
James
say.
Allison, what was it? James
Allison. Yeah.
Allison. He was the last generation hybrid era car. For the majority of his time in Mercedes, he was on the project of.
Doesn't show.
No.
Results don't show
2020, 2019, 2021.
No, but that's what I mean. Like the results of the current car don't show.
Yeah, because because he has his hand on the new car yet, I believe.
Yeah.
So he's not here in last season. So. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm still a little bit. I don't want to be so optimistic, but again, it's data. We are following data.
Yeah. No, I'm not optimistic at all, honestly. And I'm not. I really, on some level, I don't care about the small wins anymore because you're just the best of the rest, just like everybody else right now.
Just
like Ferrari, Aston Martin, to me, I'm much more interested in watching Aston Martin's progress because the reality is they're the real Cinderella story. They came up from deep midfield, and now they're really competing for P2, P3, and the return of the beast of Alonso, man. Like,
I mean,
that's an
really,
awesome thing to watch.
It's still really good to see Hamilton and Alonso fight, but Hamilton doesn't deserve that car. He needs a better car. Yeah.
No, nobody honestly deserves this car unless they're freaking Williams.
Yeah, he needs to have a better car to fight Max.
Yeah. Different. All right, you guys, we are going to cut it off there, and let us know what you think down in the comments below. Obviously, Joe and I are very passionate about this. We are tired of the lip service, and we're hoping to see some proof of performance coming out of Mercedes in the near future. But we are not hopeful, are we, Joe?
Yeah, take that. Yeah, you can screenshot that.